Alright, hello, this is my elevator simulation. This is the third time I'm recording this because I just noticed there's like a small little error, my elevator here. The second bit was connected to the clock, the reset was connected to the clock, not the actual reset value. So that was causing a couple problems for some reason. Anyway, I'm glad I caught that because now the first floor works. It wasn't working for the first floor for some reason. Anyway, reset. Right, so I've just turned on the elevator. I don't know what's in these registers. Here I can see all the registers are 0. This is my request, so this is where the buttons are. And this is my position, so this is the position of the elevator. At the moment you'll notice that this is kind of active high at the moment. This is a active high circuit. This can be changed in the real actual circuit by just using an inverter or making your buttons active low, but the point is the logic is the same. So we have our up, down, and stay. So if I click the reset button, it asynchronously clears all the registers, and it clears it sets the position to 0. The elevator thinks it's at position 0. It might not be at position 0, but it thinks it's at position 0. And the request is 0. So let's say that was pulsed. So that's why stay is on. But this down, because it's reset, kind of overrides the stay command. And stay isn't actually part of any of the inputs in the elevator. It's only up and down I care about. So I undo the reset because there's a button press or a flick of the switch, and the elevator is told to go down. Now this is because I haven't reached the point. If you trace it back here, I actually haven't input a new value yet, so I haven't reset this. The moment the elevator knows where it's supposed to be, it'll start to go down. So if I click a once the elevator has a position, like it is where it truly is. So the whole point is that the elevator moves down to the next lowest floor. Let's say it was here at floor 9, and no, it was between floor 10 and 9. So if I click it, it'll pulse, and you'll see that this reset part has turned off. The stay has turned off because the elevator recognizes where it is now. And this down is on. So this greater than is on. So now we know the elevator is going to go down, and we have a request to 0. So if I cycle through, it'll keep kind of going down. I can kind of just skip ahead. I'll show that the position updates. So this is the elevator's position, it gets updated. And until I get to the bottom floor here, it won't get to stay. So now it's at stay. Now the interesting part that happens at stay is that it connects to this AND gate here, and this has to, the elevator has to be standing still for me to want to kind of like change a value. This will stop people from like fighting over an elevator. The point is that the elevator will ignore any input until it's finally got to its destination. And because these are all active low or active high, it doesn't matter. I also need to put an enable here to make sure that that when I update my elevator position, that I'm not just updating all this stuff here. I'm not sending it to the first floor every single time. This little kind of update feature that I included in the elevator, this XOR gate. And this decides whether there was actually an input here or the buttons just aren't being pressed. Same thing with the elevator. It needs to decide, is the elevator just between floors, or has the elevator actually passed a photosensor? So I'm at the bottom floor, so the only floor I can really request is to go up, or I can stay at the current floor. I'll just show it's a little bit boring. But yeah, the whole point is that it's stay. I still get the stay. So I want to go up to maybe the 2nd, 3rd, 4th floor. So I go up to the 4th floor. And here's the 4th floor. It's represented as 1-1. And the elevator is being told to go up, so it doesn't matter what's going on here. The elevator will go up to the 2nd floor. So it knows it's at the 2nd floor, it still needs to go up. Goes up to the 3rd floor. So it knows it's at the 3rd floor, still needs to go up. Finally gets to the 4th floor. It's at the 4th floor, so it stays. And what I've done with the stay is that I've actually also made it synchronous. So I'm not sure if this was totally necessary, but it certainly works much better, much smoother. That I have it on a timer, and I'd much rather have it that way, so I know what's happening. So the part I really want to talk about is the reset here. If you notice that when stay is on, it can't really reset because and then it automatically clears whatever's going on in here. So if I actually just, this might actually be a good example. So let's say my floor request, it doesn't matter, let's say that I've just turned on the elevator and for some reason the floor request is 0, 0 and I'm at the right place, or actually let's just change the floor request. So now I'm being told I need to go down, but if I do reset, I clear everything out. You see the elevator before had a value in it, it's cleared, but the elevator is still at this position here, it's still at the 4th floor, but it's still being told to go down because I've hit the reset button. Yeah, there you go. You can see that there it's being allowed to clear, and then it's just kind of looping the value through, and it's clocking. And yeah, that's it. That's the whole loop. All right.